What is up, everybody? Ray and Brennan here with Franchise Tag Fantasy Football, bringing you another heater talking about Michael Mayers. Look, number one consensus tight end coming off the board, most likely. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. We're still not at the draft yet, ladies and gentlemen. Brennan,
Yes, sir.
what do you have to talk about for what he likes to call himself, Baby Gronk?
That's his nickname, man. That's what he grew up with. So he's 6'4", about 250. His wingspan's about 76 and a fourth inches. His arms a little short, 31 inches and 5/8, and his 40 time was right at 4.7. So, not like our previous guy we talked about, Darnell Washington, but prototypical size tight end, so to speak.
Yeah. And one thing that I'd like to point out with him is he does everything. And that 4.7, he runs all of that. When you see him on the field, he doesn't necessarily seem slow or anything like that. I
No.
wouldn't say that. But he runs with a lot more power than what we were talking about with Darnell Washington. I think he does.
Yeah, he led all the independent players in touchdowns. He had 9 of them. And then for the second straight campaign, he also racked about 108.9 receiving yards for those 67 receptions. So he was the best player for Notre Dame last year. So he was every bit their offense. So they relied on him. He was the safety blanket for them. So, he turns upfield quickly, but he doesn't have that breakaway speed like you just talked about. But he's gonna be bringing down like an open space. He'll be someone that can create in the open space. So I like him a lot, though.
And I think he can be lined up a lot of places on the field. He can be an H-back because of his strength. He can be in the slot because he does run a good route.
He is.
He does possess a very good understanding of open zones and where coverages are breaking down. That you jumped off the page as soon as you're watching him.
Yeah.
A lot of his big plays were off of his reading a zone and sitting and then taking off, breaking a tackle and getting upfield.
Yeah, and also another thing too is when we watch, he's really good with contested catches. He doesn't shy away from that. He's right there in the linebacker's face and DB's face trying to get the ball down. So he's not one to shy away from. It's a little bit of physicality, and that's what you want in your tight end.
Yeah. Now, some of the cons that I think we both saw. This is what Aaron has wrote down as well. Needs to get into blocks with quicker hands, sluggish release, and acceleration off the line. I didn't necessarily. This is Aaron's note. I don't necessarily agree with that one per se.
It's more so that it's not like he doesn't give 100%. I can see why he kind of says that it's not 100% every play, but it's kind of hard when you're consistently giving the ball on offense most of the time with Notre Dame. So,
I know that this is a pretty far reach, and I'm not making this comparison between the two players, but do you notice when you're watching Travis Kelce play, he isn't off the ball burst, 100%. He's trying to find that zone, and maybe that's what's going on. And
it could be.
Maybe that didn't translate well with some of the things that Aaron was seeing, and
we're not comparing him to Travis Kelce.
No.
I just want that to be out there and said. It's nowhere close to that, but it's just more so what the style of play he is.
Yeah, I just is something that I'd seen that made me think of something else, but not he's going to be Kelce. I don't believe that. I think Kelce's the best tight end to play football. Won't generate much separation in terms of speed or route running. I think he's a better zone finder than he is a breakaway.
Yeah, he's not going to be the guy that's going to get the breakaway speed. So
yeah,
but
occasionally slips getting out of his breaks. Likely to see heavier contested catches at the next level. Upper body looks a little tight when reaching outside of his frame to catch, and below average run after catch talent. Again, that one I don't know. Maybe we'll see at the next level because you got to think he's playing against a collegiate level of defense. He's running through people in that level, but he's going to be playing against a lot bigger guys in the NFL. We'll have to see in that one too. But overall, Brandon, where do you have him going?
So he's been mocked at different places. He's actually been mocked to you guys with the Packers, but the most consistent, his number is right where the Cowboys are. So that's actually a really good spot for him to go. Obviously, they lost Dalton Schultz in free agency, which is kind of weird because I really thought he would be resigned back, and taking a 1-year $9 million deal with the Texans was so weird to me. But I think Jerry Jones always likes talent, but I think this is a good pick for them, either him or Darnell Washington. But I do think he goes to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good landing spot, and it's kind of funny that our consensus comp here, Jason Witten.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny.
yeah.
But I mean, he does everything that I think Jason Witten
Yeah,
did.
he was a safety. That's what he was. He was a safety blanket for most of his career for Tony Romo and for Dak Prescott when he played for a little bit. So and that's what he could be again. He could just be some guy. You just on a third down, 3rd and 6. Well, here he is. He's wide open. Go for it.
Yeah, because he found a good zone.
Yeah,
Sat, and that's
Sat there
exactly
and
what
waited.
Jason Witten did.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny that how that worked out. Anything else about Michael Mayer?
I don't got anything else. I think for me, for dynasty purposes, I think he'll be either the 112 or the 201. It's where I've seen him mocked at, and I've taken him at the 201 in some of my dynasty leagues where I had the first overall pick or first for rookie. So
yeah, and I think he's worth a shot because if you get a guy similar to I'm not saying that he's going to have a Hall of Fame-esque career like Jason Witten, but if he did have a lengthy career like Jason Witten, that's a nice pickup.
Yeah.
Nice pickup.
Someone you just have forever. You can always put in, stash, and play. Go. So
yeah, and the tight end position kind of sucks. So
it does.
Always tough to stream it. Well, as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you hit that like, that subscribe, that share. Let your friends know. Let them know we're doing this. Help us out. Help us grow. Please. Please. But until next time, guys, we will see you later.
Deuces.